Right then, here we go. It's the penultimate game of the series. One to go after this, the big online sports quiz. Pressure mounts. No one's won it twice. With me, Graham Daniels, Dano, Ian Lancaster, Lanks, Johnny Reid, Gaffer, Il Duce, Bosso, Reedy. Keep him on your side. You got a chance tonight. Lanks, I'm fancying someone's going to win it for the second time tonight.
Nah.
Yeah, I am, mate.
Nah, it'd be good to have someone different win it. 4 different winners.
No, I'd like another win. I'm just saying, I've just got a feeling in my bones that it's going to happen. So I think what we should do, early doors now, Reedy, boss, what you need to do is make sure anyone who's in for the first time who might trump those who've won before, give us the brief so we know exactly what's happening.
Great, Dano. You never know. There might be a new winner. Somebody in second or third place might get themselves to the top. You never know. So first things first, you're doing that already. You're watching us live on YouTube. Welcome. Feel free. You can make use of the comments. If you don't like the comments, feel free to hide. If you want, you can press hide comments or hit the cross at the top. If you'd rather just focus and zoom in just on the quiz. So hopefully you're watching us live on YouTube. Then you've gathered your team on a video call, maybe a messenger app. You could be on anything. Hopefully you've updated your Zoom. If you're using Zoom, big thing to make sure you got sorted. And you're chatting about the questions, you're chatting about the answers and working it out. Some teams are going to mute us during the first 3 rounds. Feel free. That's fine. If that helps you focus, some teams like to hear us witter away. If so, great. Enjoy that. So hopefully you've done that. You may well be on 2 devices then. But the third thing is key. You've appointed a captain. I heard of a captain getting sacked last time because their performance wasn't good enough. So appoint a captain who can fill in your answers. Reliable internet connection for them. That's what you're looking for, really. They can spell relatively well. We've had a word with the big bosses at Google, and we've got a little bit of a system to help. If you're spelling slightly out, we'll be a bit more generous than we maybe have been the last few times. But appoint a captain, fill in your answers, make sure they've got decent internet. Put in your team name now. Make sure you've got that sorted. Fill in that sort of first sheet on your forms at /quiz sheet. You can see it there, /quiz sheet. We'll give you a minute just now. Get yourself sorted, captain appointed, get yourself on the quiz sheet, and then we'll give you a bit more shape of what's going on.
Very good. Nice, really. Old school will know this now, obviously. A lot of teams returning out there. Johnny, a lot of teams coming back.
I'd expect so. We had quite a lot of returners week on week. So
we have, yeah. So they'll be all cocky now, confident, know the drill.
Well, we've already had Panic at Patesco in touch. They finished top 10. They won it. I think they won our first week maybe.
Yeah.
Top 10 most weeks. A solid team.
A few Cambridge teams have been right up there, as you'd expect. Name of City, wouldn't you? Vista Hockey Club. Yeah, that's your team, really. That's cheating, though.
It's not my team, but yeah, you know.
Come on, get on with it.
All right, here's the plan. Here's the batting order. Got about 80 minutes to go. We aim to finish at 9:30. Right, here's how it works. 4 rounds, sporting questions, of course. 60 seconds per question. That's it. There'll be a timer on the screen. Some familiar, few twists tonight. I think you'll like it. I do think you'll like it. Tiebreaker question at the end, because it's bound to be a tie with hundreds of teams. Impossible for 2 teams to win. Famous last words. The tiebreaker, we doubt it. Then you submit the answer sheets. At that point, once your sheets are in, I'm going to ask Lanks to give us a talk about why Christianity is so central to the life of a sports person. Love you to listen in for that. It's a big part of the quiz, and we want your attention for that. When Lanks is finished, we'll give you the answers, and then Reedy, Lankster, the prize. That's the plan between now and 9:30.
Prize. Oh, massive. £50. Amazon voucher. Again, so see how far you can stretch your Amazon voucher for the cost of £50. Go for it. Listen, don't Google any answers. Don't cheat. Cheaters never win at the end of the day. And look, we're playing in leagues again. I love what we did last time because it wasn't just the winners, but we also did a couple of different, well, more than a couple. There were sports-related leagues that you could see how how you came in those leagues. So listen, let me throw out a few. Look, Wallerton Cricket Club, obviously they were last time winners out of 390 teams, so they'll be in it, I'm sure, this time round. What about Cambridge Quarantine? They won the Football League of 180 teams last week, finished third.
Fair play, Hutch. We like that. That's good, that.
All right. Bristol Hockey Club finished second. That you've already mentioned that, really. Old Reds FC, boss, the rugby union table. They were right at the top. Old Redcliffians FC and Alchester Running Club. Bang, right in the middle of all the tables. So there we are. All to play for tonight.
All to play for. We've had Bicester Netball Club reminding us they have a #1 netball team in the world. I think there were 3 or 4 netball teams, but
that's true. It's
good
true.
to see you as well. So yeah, you've seen it. You're in the comments already. That's where we're reading it from. Do keep in touch with us in the comments. As we said before, if you don't like them, feel free to turn them off. Hi chat. You can use the X if you're on a mobile. It should be pretty obvious for you if you just want to focus in right on the quiz. But do stay in touch. Get in touch with us on social media / Big Sports Quiz. You can get in touch in the comments, however you want to do. Let us know how you're getting on. But we're going to give you 30 seconds now. Here's the instructions again on the screen, just to remind you of exactly how to play. We're going to give you 30 seconds, and then we're going to be straight in to round 1.
Okay, ready? Nice and tidy. Here we go, friends. Round 1, first round of 4. European trivia. Sporting trivia, yeah. But of course, mainland Europe, definitely coming out of lockdown, faster than us. They're ahead of the game. Only one place you can watch the footy at the moment, Bundesliga. Everyone's favourite television viewing. Only television viewing. High press, keep the ball in play, Lords. That's the bottom line. All right, Bundesliga. All our friends in Europe, we're asking questions about them tonight. Let's go. Round 1, question 1, European trivia. Which nation won the Women's Hockey World Cup in 2018? 55 seconds to play with.
Nice gentle warm up for people.
I think if you've got even 3 people in a team, you're quitting there, I think.
Team in Romania checking in with us right now.
Excellent.
Global reach. See how they get on. They're in Europe.
They'll have a good shout on this one then, won't they, Langs? Did you know this, Langster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice, easy starter, as Reedy said.
Yeah.
I don't even think you have to be a hockey man or hockey girl to get there.
It's just there for a smash, that one, in it. Well done, Reedy. Gives us all a chance to get off the mark.
Well, here we go. Question 2. Who were the runners-up of Euro 2016? Not had one this summer. So who were the runners-up of last time round, 2016?
Ooh. Reedy, you've been gentle, my friend.
I like to give sort of 3 questions around, which I'd hope a lot of people would be okay at getting.
That's your trick, is it, Reedy?
3 easy, 3 sort of medium, 3 or 4 sort of trickier ones.
All right, fair play.
So in that order? Do you do it in that order?
No, not necessarily. No, we mix it up.
Fair play.
You like to start off relatively gentle, though, don't you? Warm yourself up.
Well, let's see then. Question 3, does he up the ante? Which sport was invented by a Dutch school teacher and is played by 2 teams of 8 with 4 female and 4 male players in each team? Ooh.
No bonus points if you can name the school teacher.
I don't know. I've got a feeling you've gone a bit soft here, Johnny.
That's quite hard, that.
We could be looking at top marks tonight.
Yeah. But the problem with this now is that people will be deeply discouraged. They know they don't know the answer to these three. But don't worry. It's a night out, isn't it? It's a night out when you've got a night in. You're in with loads of people. So don't worry too much about it.
Yeah, Dan, I don't pretend you know the answer to that one either.
I knew the answer. I did, Langster. I did.
No chance. Come on, question number 4. Here we go. Players from the USA have won the most singles Grand Slam tennis tournaments with 142 wins in the Open era. Which is the most successful European nation? I'll let you read that through again.
Got about 3 to choose from there, I reckon. You?
Yeah, you're ruling things out, aren't you?
Yeah, I think you got probably 3 to choose from there.
I think 44, 45 countries Europe you've got to choose from.
Yeah.
In the grand sweep of it, but obviously this will be narrower.
Yeah, but it's not Wales, is it? Yeah, there's a few countries it's not.
It's not Wales.
No. Unusually. Question 5. Who, by winning in Canada in 2008, became the first Polish driver to win an F1 Grand Prix? Ooh,
We've got a team from Brackley here, one of the hotbeds of F1.
Okay.
So you'd hope they've got that. Romanians are happy so far. No cricket.
Actually, your Brackley link's good there, Edie, because we do know a few people who work in various roles in Formula One for the different teams.
Mercedes are there, aren't they?
Yeah, so this will go to some people, that's for sure. All right, we're halfway through round 1. 5 questions down, 35 to go. All right, Langs.
Come on.
The European trivia round.
Question number 6. In which city would you find Bislett Stadium, where over 50 athletics and 18 speed skating world records have been broken? The Bislett Stadium.
That's where you want to go. On a world record.
Just out of interest, it is where you want to go for a world record. What is that? Why is that? Do we know that?
As in, I don't want to give too much away. I'm assuming it's a fast track in terms of the actual. They talked about it for London 2012, didn't they? That they put a track down which was a bit more spring, a bit more bounce, which helped.
Okay.
Maybe the time of year it often competes. I don't know.
Okay, very good, really. Fount of all knowledge, really, Langs.
Yeah, but what I'm imagining is those that have got us on not on mute are actually beginning to mute you two. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, well, yeah, count yourself out.
I am.
Question 7. Which European nation has won the most Winter Olympic gold medals in history? Mm-hmm. See that? Limited.
Gold, did he?
Yeah, limited choice. Can I just say, by the way, for those who are just watching with a couple of pals and aren't competing, I'm disappointed with the standard of your dress tonight, both of you. Lance, at least you've got a Christians in Sport shirt on, but look at you both. This is the global quiz, man.
We have had a comment that we're coordinating today, the three of us.
Look at the colour coordination. Look how you messed that up, Dano, with you. What's that? A turtleneck underneath your polo shirt. Right, question 8. Which nation topped the medal table at the 2018 World Para Athletics European Championships? Ooh.
Ooh.
This is one of those ones I categorize in red.
Oh, it's a tough one.
I think so, yeah.
Would you call that a turtleneck, Dano?
I've got a bead on, that's for sure.
I don't know why you wear on the hottest day of the year. I can't see why you got 3 layers on. Because have you got a vest on underneath?
Listen, that's far too much info. Question number 9. 4 nations have had teams win the European Cup Champions League, same tournament, just once. Just once. Name one of them. Oh, good question.
Men's, just to be clear.
Yeah, I like that.
That's quite a tricky one, actually. How many years has it been going, really? 60s? European Cup?
Yeah, I want to say around then.
Celtic won it 67. Man United 68, so it was going then.
Good knowledge, Dano.
Yeah, I was playing then.
There you go. Question number 10. Last question of this round. How many times have the Summer Olympics been held in Europe since 1896? Oh my. How many times?
Message board's quieter now, really, isn't it? People concentrating.
Yeah, slightly quiet. I think part of it may be due to the I know there's slightly less Northern Irish than sometimes would have because they're allowed 6 people around their houses. So,
But it could be more.
they could be watching it together, but then less opportunity to all be writing on the boards. I know that 6 of them are around having a barbecue at someone's house.
But very nice.
They were the heart of some of the.
Very nice.
Some of the
Well,
nonsense.
That's the end. That's the end of the first round. Really, I think what we'll do, we do give some latitude. There we are. You'll get a minute for each half of round 1. This won't happen again, but just in case you come in late, we're going to leave you 50 seconds there just to run your eyes over them and try and scribble down some names. If in doubt, scribble a few things down because, of course, you don't have to send your answers in for a little while yet. So capture the big idea if you're chasing a bit. And let's run the second half as well. Recap for those who've been here from the beginning. Catch up for some. Okay, once again, start scribbling down if you came in late. Just get the headline for those questions so that you can just run over them when you've got an answer correct in rounds 2 and 3 and 4. It gives you a bit of space. Reedy. That's that done. Anything worth knowing as we get into round 2?
Nothing necessarily. I'm assuming the guys who are claiming to be from Tuvalu aren't from Tuvalu, but if they are, then a really warm welcome from Tuvalu. It's early morning over there. But I'm assuming it's not. And yes, it is. Somebody's asked, is it called the World Para-Athletic European Championships? It is. It seems a bit of a ridiculous name, but it's World Paralympics, World Para Association organise the European Championships. So it's a clunky name.
Clunky World Series, American sport. What are they talking about?
But it works.
Right, here we go. Round 2. Odd one out. Good round, Reedy. Reedy puts these together. We saw them today. Good round, Reedy. Here's what happens. You see a category. You see 4 potential answers. One of them, though, is the odd one out. Doesn't fit the category. You've got to name it. Simple round. Just in case you're a bit dozy, let me give you an idea of how it works. For example, if the category was countries, we just had this, that went to the Euros and reached the semi-finals in 2016. And you had the following: England, Wales, France, and Portugal. What would be the odd one out? Obviously, England.
Portugal. Is it Portugal?
Didn't even get near the semis. That's how it works. What?
Is it Portugal?
Seriously, you know it was England. Didn't get near it. Didn't get a sniff. Right. That's how it works, really. I hope you don't mind me saying that. It's a good example. Crack on with the quiz. Round 1. Odd one out. Question 1. Odd one out. Players who have scored in a World Cup final. A. Iniesta. B. Götze. C. Pogba. D. Totti. Who hasn't?
Oh, that's a good question, that.
That is a tough question.
I like that.
People will be very glad to know it is a drop down on the form, so you don't need to put the umlaut on Götze if you're trying to type his name. No accents needed, don't you worry.
Lags, I'm glad Reedy's in this quiz. Aren't you? Come on, Lags.
Question 2. Winners of the 4 most recent women's Grand Slam tennis tournaments. We've got Barty, Osaka, Halep, and Kenin. Which one's the odd one out?
Gone with that.
You'll be glad to know some of your Welsh friends are here, Dano. Liz Vane Cricket Club in Cardiff. Liz Vane, is that how you pronounce it?
Ashley Crowther, captain, I'm sure.
Claiming to be 40, they want to be 40 not out at the end.
Very good. Very good.
Some others are reminding you of 1966.
It's not the question, was it?
You've been waiting all day to give the answer of that one, weren't you?
I've been quite excited about it. Question number 3. Players who have played over 150 test matches. Anderson, A. B. Warne, C. Dravid, and D. Cook. Ooh, one of those hasn't. Well, that surprises me.
I was hoping it would surprise you. That was the
Good.
that was the idea. I was surprised.
Would you have it, Lance?
No, not definite. I'd have to guess. It's good when it's multiple choice. Everyone's still in the round, aren't they?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, tricky one.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on then, question number 4. Multiple Tour de France winners. So we've got Contador, Indurain, Fignon, or Nibali. I might have said a couple of those a little bit wrong, but
I am so pleased I did the odd numbers on this round.
Indurain. Is that how you say it, Reedy? Indurain?
I think he's before my era. I'm going to say Indurain. Yeah.
Indurain.
Indurain.
Fignon, I think. It's Fignon. French.
Yeah, Fignon, if you live in England. But that's how you say it.
Absolute barbarian.
That's how you say it. I'm sure if you're in France, you go Fignon. Fignon.
Pignon. 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 My daughter's learning French. She'd be blasting me after this.
Laurent.
Right. Question 5.
Oh.
Crack on, Bernard. Question 5. Oh, dear me. The disciplines of modern fencing. One of these is not the foil, the épée, the lame, and the saber.
Oh,
right. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. What are you on about?
Thing is, though, there'll be proper serious fencers here.
No, I know.
They might get a hump with you for laughing at those words.
Well, that's why I'm having a drink to compose myself for the next question, because you never know what you're going to get.
Well, you would if you prepped. Hey, really?
I don't know these questions. It's surprised to us all.
Right, come on.
Question number 6. Women's Rugby World Cup winners. Simple. Australia, USA, England, New Zealand.
Ooh.
We have previously had a England World Cup women's player playing the quiz. I'm not sure if they are this time, but
who's that? Anna Flynn. Anna Flynn.
We've had Anne in the comments before, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
I think she would know this one.
I think there could be a twist in the tail with this, really.
Possibly.
All right. Good quiz so far. Average score, really, across all the teams is normally around 22 mean scores, isn't it?
Yeah, around 22 normally, yeah.
All right, good. Question number 7 then, in the second round. Ryder Cup winning captains. Odd one out, please. McGinley, Montgomery, Faldo, Davis, Love the third. That'll be 2 European and 2 Americans, won't it, really?
No, 3 Europeans, 1 American in that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, forgive me. Sorry.
Who was your second American?
Yeah, I was messing around. I was just testing you. I was just testing you. Beautiful sunset tonight.
We can tell. You can see it. You keep changing colour, Dano. It's lovely.
The sun's just lovely.
Question 8. Events in the women's heptathlon. Javelin, shot put, 200 meters, or 100 meters. Which one is the odd one out? Is not in the women's heptathlon.
Well, it's just the odd one out, Lanks.
Yeah.
Could be the only
She's
one
not.
which is in it, theoretically.
Oh, okay.
Could be. That's the category. Could be.
Oh, really? That's a spanner, isn't it?
No, it's just the odd one out. You get 4. It's the odd one out in that category.
But you could say 3 involve running, javelin, 200 meters, and 100 meters.
Seriously, you're confusing us now, you two. It's lovely sunset, isn't it? Lovely sunset.
But you couldn't do that, Lanks, because I've given you the category. It's either an event or not in the women's heptathlon. Which one's the odd one out? That's the round.
Dear me. Right. Question 9, 2 to go. You two be quiet. Multiple medal winners at Rio 2016 Paralympics. Odd one out. Right, last question.
Yeah.
Halfway after this.
Mm.
The penultimate quiz in the series. Penultimate one. Big one to finish in 2 weeks, really, before the Premier League gets going.
Yeah, before the Premier League gets going.
Okay, good.
May be able to do it round and with a socially distanced outside.
That's true.
Come on then. Question 10. Positions in netball. Centre forward, goal attack, goal defence, wing attack. So 3 could be, or 1 could be. What's the odd one out? I like that. Okay.
I don't get that.
No, I'm just going on readers' rule.
Well, it makes perfect sense. So it's the odd one out.
I don't know what you're talking about. Stop it. One of those is in the netball position.
No, 3 of them might not be.
3 of them aren't. It's the odd one out.
Which one's the odd one out?
Oh, got you.
That's
Okay, got it. All right. There's no need to introduce that complication, was there?
I didn't think so.
Well,
Right.
they help people.
Right, get it down. Come on. We're on to round 3 in a moment. Anyway, it's obvious anyway. It's a throwaway line, that is, that one. Clearly. End of round 2. Let me remind you, you're paying for 50 quid Amazon's voucher. Somebody told us in a note last week, you lot must be so tight you could eat an orange in your pocket with a boxing glove on, given the amount of money that you spend on this quiz. And I'm afraid I think you're right. But of course, it's all about the victory, isn't it, lads? All about the victory. We're on to round 3. On the way up. This makes me think of Cambridge United, for example. On the way up. Here's the round. It's a numbers round with a twist. Each answer is a number, but the next number is a bigger number than the answer to the last question. Is that right, really?
That's correct. No repeat numbers.
And the numbers get higher. Whew. So if questions 1 answer was 4, it's got to be above 4 for question 2. And really question 3 has got to be above the answer to question 2.
Yes, you may be changing answers round as you go, as you have a banker. Maybe question 5 is a banker for you, and you go, well, everything's got to be below that now. So bit of debate here.
Fair play, really. You spent a bit of time on this one. On the way up, question number 1. Number is what we're after. How many players are there on a goal ball team? Really, I'm not giving anything away here, am I, by saying it's got to be a single number, a single digit. I mean.
Well, you are giving something away there because, as in, who knows? This sort of round, you're not really writing your answers in pen until sort of, if you're writing in pen till later on, you're kind of going, I think it's roughly this. Let me see question 2, and then I may adjust it.
Quite complex round, really. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Come on, question number 2. What is the men's pole vault world record to the nearest meter? We're progressing. What's the idea?
So I'm not going to. Tom Harles asked me a question in the comments, which I felt the question was quite clear, question 1, but this will now help you refine your query, Tom Harle, and whether it was a goal ball team or how many were on the court at one time. It was a team, we said. And that will help refine it as you go a lot further on.
Oh, so that was a little bit vague then, really.
Well, no, the question was how many are in a goal ball team. So,
all right.
I think it's quite clear. Not to throw anyone under the bus here, but so, yeah, it's the thing, you're working it out as you go along.
All right. God, he's got the mood on tonight, Lags.
No, just keep
biting at everything. Question 3. How many gold medals has Usain Bolt won in the Olympics? All right. Question is, are we into the double digits now? The numbers should be climbing.
Should be.
All right. Now it'll start to unravel a little bit in the next 2 or 3 lanks, I think. Let's get question 4 because I think it'll start to unravel now.
Yeah. Question 4. How many players are on a women's lacrosse team? Again, you might get the same question, Johnny, do you think?
No, because it's team. You don't say how many players are on a football team 22, do you?
No, but you might say 15 in a squad.
Yeah, on the pitch at one time. Yeah, that's a fair clarification. Yeah,
on the pitch at one time. That's
on
what
the pitch at one time. Yeah, you can only have 11 football players on the pitch at one time, for example.
Well, I've played in teams with less than 11. They've been there. Hey, I haven't done anything. Been on the pitch, Lanks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not much shape to them. Right. We're on to question 5. All right, question 5, then halfway through the round now. Coco Gauff made headlines at Wimbledon last year when she beat Venus Williams. How old was she? I think it's a proper benchmark now.
Yeah.
I think most people will know that. Very recent. And she was definitely older than 9, so that's definitely double digits. So now it's recalibrating everything from 1 to 4, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yes, nice round this. Well done, reader.
Yeah, cheer him up, Langs.
No.
Hey, we're looking at you.
Question number 6. Ian Morgan set the record for the number of sixes in a one-day international cricket match against Afghanistan. 2009 Cricket World Cup. How many sixes did he hit? Ooh.
Owen Morgan. Have you ever seen the footage of that? Was it Gary Sobers against Glamorgan at Swansea? I think it's the late 60s. He had 6 sixes in 1 over. Malcolm Nash was bowling, spin bowler. I think that's right. Ashley in Lisvane will tell me if I'm wrong. 6 sixes in 1 over. Imagine watching that live.
Fair play.
Fair play.
Raw talent.
Gosh, serious talent. Correct me if I'm wrong, friends, but I think that's right. Question number 7. There we go. How many Challenge Cups have Wigan Warriors Rugby League won in their history? Big team then. Lots of times. A lot of times. Langs, is that a Sports Plus shirt?
Yeah, last year's.
Last year's?
2019.
Fair play. Fair play.
Yeah, I'm wearing it in memory tonight.
Yeah, tough. Tough.
Question 8. How many different cities have hosted the Summer Olympics since 1896? How many different cities have hosted the Summer Olympics since 1896?
But then you think, don't you, Lanks? Sports Plus, which are our summer camps. Just had to say we couldn't do them. The Olympics, the European Football Championships, all that was happening, wasn't it? Good that we've got the FA Cup final date though, and the restart of the Premier League.
Yeah, that's in a couple of weeks' time, isn't it?
Yeah, it gets us moving now.
Yeah, it does.
Gets us back on the road.
Yep.
Which I think we're all pleased about. Question number 9. How many pots are required to achieve a maximum break of 147 in snooker?
Oh, this is a good marker as well, because you could work this out.
Yeah.
Take a little bit of time, but you can work that out.
I think I know that. Oh, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, you could easily get that wrong if you rushed it.
Yeah, you don't know that, yeah.
So the next one should be the highest number.
Yeah, and if it's not, then go back to the drawing board.
Then you're up to Swanee. Start again.
Let's go. Question 10. How many league titles have Celtic won in their history? Oof.
All right.
They've won a few, haven't they?
They've certainly won a few. They certainly have won a few. That's for sure. This is it. End of round 3, Langs.
Yeah, flying. Well, it feels like we're flying.
Yeah, bang on time as it happens. Watching the clock.
Yeah,
Just watching the clock here. Good discipline, Johnny. Thank you very much. Bang on time. All right, here we are. End of round 3. Now, here's what we suggest. Little 5-minute break, convenience break, in any way you think it's convenient. Then we'll gather again. 5-minute countdown coming up. Leave your mic on when you get back because we've got a brilliant round 4, brand new round 4. And we think you're going to like it. See you in 5 minutes, and then we'll attack the last round. Right then, here we go. That 5 minutes is fatal, isn't it? Because what you can't do is check your WhatsApps because you get pelters, don't you? Give me the answer to number 4, number for question 4. No. Shockers. By the way, here we are. We've called this round 4 by stupid names in the past. Really? We've got the name wrong of this round. Totally different round, this one, really. Yeah, catchphrase. Not much to say now, really, have you? Catchphrase. This is called, like the television program. Let's show you how it works. I love this one, Langs. I love it. Let's have a look. Right. You got to look at that. That picture represents a sporting term or phrase. Now, Langs, don't give it away too quick. Right? Let people's brains percolate on that. It's a sporty phrase. Now, I think that's quite simple, Langs, myself. Right? Come on. Langs.
Yeah, but it just depends what game you're involved in, doesn't it? Really?
Has he got his mask on, that fella? Looks like he's got a corona mask on.
No, I was taking a close look. I don't think he has.
He hasn't, has he? All right, good.
No.
Right, we know what it is, don't we, Langs?
Yeah, we do. Sweeper.
Now, that may lull you into a false sense of security, I fancy. That's the round. Say what you see. Throw out the ideas. Somebody will get it. We had a practice earlier. Lob out the answer. Then somebody will go, got it. And you'll trigger somebody. Right. Last round. Are we good? Really? We're good to go? No points for that one, of course. Here we go. Round 4. Question 1. Oh. Now start talking. Everyone's got it.
Yeah. I didn't get this so quick, but now obviously I know the answer. Takes me 2 seconds.
You're going to have to be very careful on this round, Danny. You've already been very close to the edge. You're giving up.
All right.
I've noticed that.
I just feel I know your weakness here.
All right. I know the round's going on, and I'm feeling a bit nonchalant. Has that got an upsilon in it, really? Nonchalant. What did you call it? Upsilon.
An umlaut.
A what?
An umlaut.
Hey, he did languages at University Langs, really.
Yeah, but if you're in England, that's an omelette.
That's a terrible job. Get number 2 then.
Question 2. Here we go.
Oh,
sporting phrase.
Oh. Really, I think this could be 2. I think it could be 2 answers to this one.
As I said, we've got a kind marking system. So if we feel that the answer we've given is not the only one, we may be generous, but ultimately we think they may be quite tight. So we'll see. Our kind marking system, keep them to play.
To be fair,
there's only one answer.
There's only one. Yeah. There's only one. I was wrong. There is only one, actually. Oh, all right, good. Number 3, sporting phrase.
Term or phrase. Term or phrase.
Thank you.
Clear on that. Term or phrase.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. He started making the noise to go the instruments, really. Did you hear him? Don't be kidding me for giving answers away. Boom, boom. Hey, that is out of order. Was that a cue? Was that a cue?
Can't help him.
Who wants to be a millionaire? He's giving cues to his team.
But listen, just because you've had one and given away a couple answers already, don't point the finger this way. Question 4. We're not looking for who's that.
Well, might be.
Well, more a sporting term or a phrase.
True. Yeah. But if that individual helped you get that sporting term or phrase, then
I'm not sure about that one.
we are getting pelters that sweepers not a catchphrase. I feel that's fair. It's a sporting term or phrase. Have that in mind.
It's good, isn't it?
It's fair. It's just naming your round, isn't it? It's quite hard.
Yeah. I just start. Well, I mean, you're not going to stick with emojis, are you?
No, I can't do them all the time, can you? All right, what's that sporting phrase? To be fair, sums up a few people I've seen playing Lancs.
Look like a pair of your footy boots, don't they?
Seriously, looks like policeman's boots that you wear on the side, doesn't it?
I bet you never owned a different colour of football boot than black, did you?
Absolutely never, Lancs. And I'll tell you why. Because I was always sub and I could never get on the pitch to wear anything flashy. Ever. Never. World Cups, Adidas World Cups, Puma Royals I had. Youngsters, forget it. Over 35s. Best boots ever.
Oh, question 6. Here we go.
Oof.
Yeah.
Not bad, really. I think I've worked it out. Yeah, nice.
Some people will be loving this round. Some will be hating it. I'll let you know now. It's highly likely for our season finale, we'll get some emojis back for you.
Really?
Highly likely, we might do.
Whoa, really?
Highly likely we might do. Lancs, what's your best ever pair of boots then? Asking the question of me.
Well, what did you say?
World Cup
wrong already. They were Puma Kings, weren't they? I think that's what you were trying to say.
No, there were Royals as well. Can somebody tell us? Let's get question 7. Hang on. What's that one? What's that catchphrase? Ooh, look closely. You got to look very close. Get close to your screen, please. Hey, listen. If you got the sound off, you can't hear us. If you got it on, that must be on purpose. Puma Royals. What did you call them, Lancs?
Puma Kings.
And there was a Puma Royal, and the World Cup, Adidas World Cups, with a massive white tongue. Black boots, massive white tongue that flapped over like that.
I had a pair.
Beautiful leather. Oh,
lovely.
Softest leather. Leeds United used to wear white boots under Don Revie and Brian Clough's teams, Derby County. Somebody will tell us, somebody old who's just watching and not really trying. Give us some answers on that, please.
Question 8. Ooh, what have we got here?
Cinch. Thanks. That one. That's one of his easy 3. That's one of his easy 3. Isn't it, really?
You struggled on this.
It's one of his easy 3. Really, any danger of collecting for us names of football boots from the old days? Any chance?
Let's see what I can do for you.
All right. Just see if somebody can help us.
What's the key question? Do Puma Royals exist or not?
Yeah. Puma Royal, Puma Kings, Adidas World Cups, old school boots, all black boots.
Copa Mundials.
They're the famous ones, aren't they? Copa Mundials are quite famous.
They were a boot, they were.
Winfield, my boots were from Winfield. Woolworths. First pair. Anyway, enough of that banter. Question 9. Here we go. Oh, very good.
You'd be glad to know, Dano, you're vintage in terms of your boots.
Come on then.
So there are Puma Royal. It's not got an E on the end, so it's.
That's like chicken royales that you're thinking about.
Basically, you've merged Burger King and Puma football boots from the 80s.
Oh,
Thank you very much. That's shocking now. That is shocking. Puma Royals.
Brilliant.
Doesn't sound right. Not at all. All right. Good.
Very good.
This is it then. Last question coming up. No one will get 40 tonight, really.
Oh, I don't know. I reckon. Oh,
hang on. Oh, what is that?
You don't need to know this because it doesn't help you with the answer. That is Samit Patel in one of the most hilarious run-outs in cricket history. It's genius.
Really, why have you got a film running?
Wow. Lateral thinking. Have a think.
Oh,
Have a look.
Fair question.
I'm sure they'll be moaning, but I think it's tight. We'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Okay.
There's a bit of love for the emojis in the comments. It's a bit of a debate going on.
Oh, that's a shocker, that. All right. Thanks for the live footage reading. Very nice. Bit of adaptation there for the quiz. I think that's us done on the 40 points, but every week it's been ever so tight at the top end. So really, we need a tiebreaker question which cannot possibly lead to a tie, right? Let's have it.
We hope.
Yeah, well, we hope
Here
so.
we go then. What is the total capacity of all stadiums in this year's Bundesliga? They're empty stadiums, of course, at the moment, but what is the total capacity of all stadiums in this year's Bundesliga? Bundesliga 1, not Bundesliga 2. Just the top division. I think they have a Bundesliga and then Bundesliga 2, don't they? So just the top division. Just the top division.
That's us. That's us, really. Right, what happens now? There it goes. The countdown clock is on.
this is crucial now. Can you do it all in a minute and a half, get all your answers in, and then you must press submit.
They're coming in. I can see them flying in.
Great.
Do not leave it till the last second.
We've heard some horror stories.
Horror stories. Missed it by a millisecond with like 37 points. Right, thanks. Let's have a close look. The penultimate of the series. 1 to go, 2 weeks' time. The lockdown quiz. Tease you up for match of the day. 2 days after the quiz. But you know every game matters, Langs. So this score matters tonight. There's teams who need to improve on their performance. You all know it. You need to improve on your performance from last night. So let's see how we run this time. All right. Coming up to 30 seconds to go. If I was you, I'd be pressing that send button any minute now. Any second now, I should say. Good. Now, in just a few moments' time, we'll come back to get the scores and find out who's won the quiz. Get your sheet in right now, please, because your time's going to disappear. And hold on to me. Don't mute me. This is the Christians in Sport quiz. And as I said at the beginning, we've asked Lanks to explain why the Christian faith is of crucial importance to you and I as sports people. Why being a Christian really does matter. Could I ask you to give us your attention for a few minutes now while I hand over to you, Lanks, and will you answer that question for us?
In a world of noise, whose voice can be trusted? You see, we're asking this question all the time. Now, think about the quiz that you're in now. Look, you'll have some loud people, perhaps in your own household, who are just giving it some loud answers, think they've got it always. Perhaps you just got some that talk the whole way through. I'm with a couple in the quiz. But whose voice can be trusted? Whose voice are you listening to put down the right answer? Might not be the loudest, might not be the one that's going on all the time. Whose voice are you trusting? What about in sport? Can I ask you, in your sporting career so far, like you might have had it and it's long gone and you might be right in your prime, whose voice has been most influential to you in your success so far? Now, it could be a coach, could have been a past coach, could have been a PE teacher from yesteryear, could be a parent. Whose voice has been most influential, the voice that you trust the most, the voice that has helped you to go as far as you could? Look, the all-time best ever England player, Paul Gascoigne, Gazza. Read his biography. It is brilliant. Highly recommend it. He talks about the late, great Bobby Robson being the voice. There's Bobby Robson, being the voice that helped him the most, the father figure that enabled him to become the footballer that he was. Quite brilliant. What about Serena Williams? She talks about her father quite often. In fact, she said this: my father has been the most important person in my career. He still tells me the stuff I'm doing wrong. I wonder for you in sport, whose voice has been most influential? Whose voice have you trusted so far? And can I then ask you about life? Because here's the question that I want to pose to you now. Can you trust in the words of Jesus? You might think that's bizarre. That's way out. We've talked about the quiz and we've talked about sport, but here it is, a Christians in Sport quiz. What about the words of Jesus? How can they be trusted? Now, we're going to go to a little story right at the end of when Jesus finishes this Sermon on the Mount, probably the most famous sermon, the most famous talk that has ever been recorded. And Jesus uses this story to sum up all that he said. So he uses these words. We'll read from verse 24, just a verse for you. Here it is. Everyone who hears these words of mine, puts them into practice, is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. Jesus goes on to say, look, the storm comes, the house gets battered, but because of its foundation, it stands, it stays standing. And then he goes to talk about a contrasting house where the house is built on sand and the storm comes in. And look what happens. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash. See what Jesus is saying? He's saying, listen to my words and act upon them. You're like a wise man who builds house on rock. Listen to my words and do nothing about them. You're like a fool. You're like a fool who builds his house on sand. You see, two houses, two storms, two very different foundations. And Jesus is saying, this is now what you do with me. What will you do with me and my words? Put your trust in me and my words. It's like building your house on rock. You see, Jesus's words, they're so outrageous. They're so audacious. They're so undefendable, so unashamed. And we're saying that they really matter. They really matter. And here's why. because we all listen to voices. We all listen to voices telling us what to do and where to build our foundations on. We all listen to voices. So think about this: prestige, status, the voice of education, property, sport and achievement, finance, relationships can be all good things. But look what happens in verse 27. If I make them foundational, look what happens if I build my life upon them. This is the end of Jesus' sermon, everything wrapped up. He says, look what happens if you do not make me and my words foundational to life. The storm will come and your house, your life will fall with a great crash. Like a man who builds his house on the rock is the person who listens to my word and acts upon it. Like the man who builds his house on sand is like the person who listens to my word and then does nothing about it. So what? Perhaps you're sitting at home with your family. It's a nice Friday evening. You've just seen the sunset. Perhaps you're on a Zoom call with a bunch of sports friends. Look, the chances are that one of those friends is a Christian, and they've called you to this quiz and said, listen, come along, it'll be fine, it'll be fun. In fact, we'll give it a real good crack. It'll be good banter. But I want you to hear something about the Christian message. I really want you to hear something about what I believe in, because I trust in Jesus and his words. And you're maybe sitting there thinking, well, I'd love to ask them why. Why do they trust in Jesus and his words? And do you know what I think their answer would be? A Christian friend that you know? Because I can trust his words because he's acted upon them. He's actually acted upon them. That's how I know they're trustworthy. Look at this last little verse from John 3:16. This is Jesus, and he says, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son. That's me. Jesus is saying, that's me. That whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. And your Christian friend is saying, this is why I trust Jesus and his words. This is why I'm building my life upon it, because Jesus has acted upon his word. He's saying he's God's son, and he went to the cross to die a death for the forgiveness of my sins, so that I shall not perish. When the big storm, which is death, when that comes calling, I shall not perish. My house will not come crumbling down, but I will have eternal life because of the resurrection, because Jesus rose again, and therefore he smashed death to pieces, and I trust in him, and he's promised me everlasting life. I think that's what your Christian friend would say. And we've got opportunity to talk about that after the quiz. So don't dive off a Zoom call. Hang around. And here's the question. Here it is, back up. In a world of noise, whose voice can be trusted? Dano, over to you. I think we can trust your words.
Top man, Langs. You know what I love? What I love about being in sport all these years is that you can call it straight with the girls or with the lads. You can call it straight and say, there you go, that's what I think. What do you make of that? And that's when the conversations start. So thank you. And we'll come back to what you said just before we close tonight and give you a few pointers of where you can go from here if you want to have a little bit more thinking time about this, not just with your mate, but on your own. Meanwhile, let's go and get the answers to the quiz. Reedy, are you good with me?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Here begins the penultimate result. Let's get our questions in round one, please, Reedy. The country that won the most recent Hockey World Cup was, of course, and I think straightforwardly, Netherlands. Beat Ireland heavily in the final. Euro 2016 runners-up.
Ooh. France, isn't it?
Correcte mundo, Langs. You can have a crack at these.
Lost Portugal.
All right. It wasn't Portugal, it was France. I thought this was straight away the Dutch game, because I only know one that the Dutch invented. Korfball. All right. Question 3, korfball. Let's have a look at question 4. Which European country is the most success in Grand Slam tournaments? Reedy, what we got?
We're going with Spain. So
Yeah.
second place is Australia. They've won about 40 odd. Spain, I think it was 33, mostly Nadal, but obviously there's some other ones in there as well. So they've done very well there. They're the top European nation.
Okay, tough one. Formula One, Canada, 2008. It was a Polish man, and his name was Robert Kubica. Robert
Kubica, maybe?
No, I think it's Kubica. He was Welsh as well. He had a Welsh heritage. So it's a mixture of Polish and Welsh, that is. Kubica. Thank you very much. Question 6. All right. Oslo. Bislett Stadium, Oslo. I think that would be pretty well known. Question 7, Reedy. Winter Olympic gold medals in history. What? Is that a pregnant pause, or are we just waiting? Norway.
Well, I thought you were going to give us the answer. There you go, Norway.
Lanx, you joining in now?
Well, go on, give us a chance.
All right, here we go then. Question 8.
Come on, which nation topped the medal table at 2018 World Para Athletics European Championship? Who was that? It was
Kubica's country.
Poland.
I was surprised by this, but Poland. Very good.
Good start. And 4 nations have won the Champions League or European Cup, as it once was, just once. You got to name either France, Scotland, Serbia, or Romania.
Yeah, you named one of them like to everyone when you mentioned Celtic, Dano. So
Seven was that, Dano?
good clue that, yeah.
See your point.
Who we got? Marseille 93.
Right.
What have we got? Celtic 67. Did you say?
67. Yes.
Steaua Bucharest in the
Nice.
60s, 70s.
Yeah.
And then Serbia, Yugoslavia, Serbia. So I wasn't expecting people to get that. I felt if I put Yugoslavia in the drop down, it would have been a giveaway.
Yes.
Yugoslavia was, I think, Red Star Belgrade.
Okay. Very nice. Good question. Question 10 then. Summer Olympics in Europe since 1896. Answer is 16. Multiple times, Paris, London, Athens, and then Stockholm. And anyway, onwards. We'll be here all night. That's the answer. Right, round 1, finito. Round 2, really. Let's do it. Odd ones out. Ooh, Langster. Come on.
Yeah, who have we got? Players who have scored in the World Cup final. Who has not?
Who are you going for?
I know the answer, but I don't think I would have gone for him.
All right. I went for Totti, I did, before I knew the answer. Let's see the answer. Fair play me.
Come on, question 2.
Oh, this is a wicked one, Reedy. Reedy, tell us the answer to this and why it's so spiteful. Come on.
Yeah, as a bit hard. It is Naomi Osaka because she won the 5th most recent women's Grand Slam tennis tournament.
Yeah, that's mean. Question number 3. I was very surprised that the odd one out here is Shane Warne. He did not play more than 150 tests then.
Wow.
How many, Reedy? Do you keep that?
1-4. I want to say 145, 144.
All right, good.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that as well.
All right,
as a spinner as well.
Very good. I was surprised. Question 4. Here we go. Multiple Tour de France winners. That's your list of names, Lanx.
There we go.
Do you want to name D? Go on, Lanx. Give us D.
Nibali.
Vincenzo Nibali.
He's won 1.
He's 1-1. 1-1. Was it a draw? Really? Disciplines of modern fencing. Here we go.
Come on, Dano.
Lame. See?
But the lame, I'm going to pronounce it the lame. That's the special sort of electromagnetic vest they wear to get the point.
Yeah, fair play. Lame. I think you say lame.
The other 3 are the 3 types of sword.
Question 6.
Yeah, come on, Max.
Question 6. Come on, Women's Rugby World Cup winners. Who hasn't?
Shock. The Aussies have never won it.
Yeah, no.
Never won it.
USA 91.
Yeah, knew that one. Right, come on, crack on. Question 7. Ryder Cup winning captains. Odd man out. Nick Faldo lost in 2008. Davis Love lost as well, didn't he? But he won it next time round.
Lost 1-1-1.
Yeah, that's fine. Events in heptathlon. This was yours, Langs.
Yeah, it was. This is where Reedy and I had a little disagreement, but I think it is the one that does not appear in the women's heptathlon. And
You are correct. It just doesn't necessarily have to be that, but you are correct. 100 meters. They don't do the 100 meters.
Okay. Next one. Multiple medal winners at Rio 2016. Johnny Peacock. He won once, which is pretty spectacular. Yeah, pretty spectacular.
Very spectacular.
Proper list of names that. And this is really seriously. Positions in netball. Centre forward. Centre forward. There's no such thing as a centre forward in football.
Correct.
Not even a false nine, Lanks, in netball. Right, come on then. Crack on. Round 3. On the way up. You got grief over this, Reedy. On the team.
How many players are on a goalball team?
3.
Yeah, of course it is.
3 on the court.
On the court at one time, 3.
All right. Pole vault world record. Nearest is 6 meters.
6.18 is the record. So 6.
Duplantis.
Duplantis, yeah. Keeps breaking.
Gold medals, Usain Bolt in the Olympics. 8.
8. He had one stripped. Had one of the relay medals stripped because one of his team was prosecuted for doping. So it was 9, now 8.
Women's lacrosse team is 12.
It's not actually. I've made a mistake on your end, Dano. It's 10. It is 10. It changed in 2018, which I discovered. I know. I discovered only recently before the quiz. Before we gave our answers, I discovered it was 10.
There you go. Thanks for not letting me get
it. All be marked correctly, but it's 10.
All right. Coco Gauff was 15 when she beat Venus. And Owen Morgan scored 17 sixes. That's spectacular. Wigan Warriors, Lanks.
Yeah, 19. That's unbelievable. Well, fair play to them. Massive club.
And we got number 8. Different cities have hosted the Summer Olympics since the end of the 19th century. Got it, Langston?
20. What? 23.
23.
Yes.
23 cities. Different cities. How many pots to get 147? Walk us through it.
36, right? 15. So you got 15 reds with 15 colours, then 6 colours to pot at the end.
Okay. Glasgow Celtic have won the league title 51 times.
That includes this year because they have been officially awarded it this year.
Yes, they have. You see, you've included that. Well done, Reedy. Right. Here we go. Reedy, are we getting the answers? Are they flying through?
I'm just gonna clarify a question from a comment. So I've got a comment saying the answer is 12 for the women's lacrosse question. Look it up. I'm going to say, look, Wikipedia is wrong. Is the answer. So if you look up women's lacrosse team, it will say 12 on Wikipedia. Wikipedia is incorrect. Surprise, surprise. It changed in 2018 to 19 to 10. So it changed, very recently changed. We had the head of, I think one of the heads of England lacrosse get in touch and tell us it was 10.
This is serious.
So yeah, no, there's been serious on the lacrosse one. So
really serious. I tell you, hold your ground, Reedy. We'll back you.
Well, no, I have to hold my hands up. I had that wrong up until about 45 minutes ago.
Controversy. Yeah. Controversy in the penultimate quiz. Dear me. Right, let's calm it all down, shall we? Question 1. Hat trick. Serena Cobb got this one. I'm sure she did.
So what it's not is somebody's texting me going, this is vague. It could be pulling something out the hat. They're not pulling anything out of the hat there.
No.
Reedy, you're getting caned all over the place.
I am. So I'm getting slightly defensive, which I need to not.
Yeah.
I think that's hat trick.
Yeah, we're running out of time as well.
Hat trick. All right. What's this?
Point guard.
Point guard. I thought it could have been watchman. You see, batsman, but he's pointing. Point guard. Point guard it is. Number 3. Very clever, Reedy. Bass. They're all bass instruments. Bassline.
Nice.
I can give that away, I'm afraid. This one.
Oh.
The third man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Third man.
Third man if you count from the left.
Here you go, Lance. It's just for you, this one.
Well, I reckon you're the left-footed player amongst us, Dano.
2 left feet. 2 left feet. He's got 2 left feet. This one.
We would accept he's got 2 left feet. As I said, new generous marking in place, so don't worry necessarily if it's close enough. We will have given it right.
Good.
All right, good. Right, Lance, what about this one? Didn't like this, did we? That was a bit hard.
Yeah, I think this one's tricky, this.
1, 2, 3.
There we go, baseball.
Yeah, 3 strikes.
3 strikes.
3 strikes, you're out. We would have taken as well. 3 strikes.
Yeah, fair play.
3 strikes, I like that.
This is a toughie. Reedy, explain it, please.
So, Tour de France, King of the Mountains. LeBron James is known as the King, King James. So you've got guy standing there, observing the mountains. A bit trickier, King of the Mountains.
Very good. Hey, by the way, if you're kidding Reedy now, as you're watching this, just think about this. The man spent hours getting just that one question. So calm yourselves down, please. Question 8. Got this straight away, Lance, didn't you?
You said you did.
Yeah, home run straight away. And when we practiced earlier, you got this one straight away. Next one, let's have it. Home run, that one.
Oh, yes.
Very good. Go on, Lance.
You're on the receiving end of many.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Hospital pass.
From you.
Hey. Right, Reedy, you're going to have to explain the last one.
Yeah, so here you've got somebody slips over, and as you would be able to see in the answer, was slightly different ratio on a clip. It's we're on a website called YouTube where you stream videos, so it's slipstreaming or slipstream.
Okay, we'll catch you for that. Slipstream. Right, Reedy, we've got 4 minutes to play with. Reedy, tiebreaker answer, please.
Tiebreaker answer. What is the total capacity of all stadiums in this year's Bundesliga? 20 teams, seems to average about 40,000, so it's 804,863.
Okay, now then, Reedy, let's have it. Penultimate quiz of the series. What you got for us?
Right. Let me get it up here. We've got the teams in, so I think, let me just get the final stats. We had 338 teams,
right.
About 1,800 players. And it's in here. We'll go. I'm sure this isn't their actual name of their club, or if it is, welcome to the Labour Party in 3rd place, on 32 points. Football team from England, I'm told.
Okay.
Decent score, 32.
Yes.
Then in 2nd place, we have I Got Locked In, but now we're out again. Tennis is back again. Toyne South London Crew, Southwest London Crew.
Very good. Bright team then.
Slightly lower scores, so I think maybe slightly harder.
Scores?
Yeah. A bit too hard, maybe.
Have we got a tie?
We do have a team which hasn't won before. Worth saying that. It is a team which, did they win before? I can't remember. But I've seen them in the top 3. But in 1st place, we have the Cambridge Horan team, the originals, on 33.
Fair play. They were 2nd last time. Captained by John Hutchinson, very bright man, and he handpicked this team. See, that's what happens in this quiz. See, those who last longest win it in the end. You last.
That famous catchphrase.
Well done, Hutch boy. Good result. They told me they'd win it this time, and that's fair play. Now then, Reedy, we're going to get all the results out, aren't we? How's it going to work? People will be able to see all this.
Here we go. It's all going to be in a few minutes at /leaderboard. It won't be quite ready straight at the end, so you'll just have to wait for it. You'll see it on social media. Hopefully, it'll be out pretty soon after that. It'll be at /leaderboard, so you can go there soon. Give it 5-10 minutes, maybe. We're just tidying it all up, and we'll have it on over there.
Great. Well, 9:30, you can get yourself a cocoa or a beer or whatever's opposite in your household. Thank you for joining us. Great having your company. Great having so many people for an hour and a half, having a bit of banter with each other and enjoying the quiz. Top work, Reedy, and top work, Lanks. Let me draw you in with a couple of things. First, Lanx's question. In a world of noise, whose voice can be trusted? Now, there's a question. I wouldn't like you to lose sight of that question, because we love the whole quiz to integrate what it is to be a Christian and to engage with sports people, because of the kind of banter we like, a whole life thing. 2 ways you can find out more. Obviously, you can talk to your mate if you're invited into the quiz by them, because presumably you like them enough to come and join them in the quiz, so it'll be all right to have a chat with them. And no doubt they'd say, well, I know whose voice I trust. Secondly, christiansinsport.org.uk//more. christiansinsport.org.uk/more. Go there, and we've put a few bits and pieces together with a film and a couple of lines of thinking about this. Go there in your own private time, of course, and have a look at that. And I think you'll enjoy what you see if you want to get the old grey matter going on your own. Finally, penultimate quiz tonight. Final quiz of the series, 2 weeks' time. 15th of June, series finale. Just setting up. The Premier League said to us, give us one more quiz, chaps. Just set us up, will you, for the 17th when we get going again. We could do with you kicking us off. So that's what we'll do. Series finale, 2 weeks' time. Get your best team. I fancy the Cambridge team to win it again. I really do, out of 350 teams. So you better get to work on it. We'll be back then, God willing. We've enjoyed your company. It's just class to be able to spend an evening together like this. We thank you for joining us. Really, thank you. Lanx, thank you. And from all of us, ciao. Good night.
Bye-bye.